Chapter 3. Abdur Rehman Muhammed, Servant of the Most Merciful. Abdur Rehman Muhammed was a strikingly handsome young man, tall, broad-shouldered, with long black hair cascading to his shoulders. His appearance caught the attention of both men and women, which greatly concerned his mother. She feared he might one day be tested like Prophet Yusuf, peace be upon him, whose beauty became a trial. She often warned him, but he would reassure her with a calm smile, saying, "My trust in Allah shields me wherever I go. I never leave home without reciting Ayat al-Kursi. I feel surrounded by angels and freed from all worry." One day his father summoned him. "I've heard troubling news," he said. "The town of Hanavia, west of here, has fallen into idol worship. We must guide them back to the path of Allah." Without hesitation, Abdur Rehman prepared for the journey. After 10 exhausting days, he arrived in Hanavia and was surprised to find a large crowd of young men gathered. The king had decreed that all males under 30 must attend a royal feast and submit their names to palace officials. Although he explained that he was only a traveler and had no ties to the city, his name was taken down regardless. The next day, the king made an unexpected announcement. He was seeking a man worthy of marrying his daughter, Princess Noina. The names collected would be offered to the idols in the temple, and the chief idol would reveal the chosen groom. Abdur Rehman was stunned. "I am no suitor," he said. "I am a guest in this land and a humble storyteller." But the king, deeply devoted to his idols, replied, "It is not for you or me to decide. The gods will choose." Over the next 3 days, priests recited the names of the candidates to the idols. They prayed and performed rituals, and on the 7th day, the town gathered for the ceremonial selection. The pot-bellied chief idol was paraded out and placed atop a dais. In front of nobles and commoners alike, the king asked his daughter to reach into the idol's belly and draw the winning name. The princess pulled out a slip. "Abdur Rehman, the storyteller," she read. The king scowled and ordered her to draw another. Once again, the name was Abdur Rehman. Furious, the king shoved his own hand into the idol's belly, only to pull out the same name yet again. In a fit of rage, he kicked the idol, which tumbled off the platform and shattered, spilling dozens of name slips, each bearing only one name, Abdur Rehman. The king accused him of sorcery. "What trickery is this?" Abdur Rehman, equally confused, answered calmly, "I possess no magic. Perhaps it is the will of my God, Allah, the one true God. He is mightier than any idol." The king narrowed his eyes. "And what God is more powerful than mine?" "Let me tell you a story," Abdur Rehman said, standing tall, "of a man named Ibrahim." He recounted the tale of the young prophet Ibrahim, peace be upon him, son of Azar, the idol-maker in Babylon. Even as a child, Ibrahim mocked the lifeless statues his father built, once even riding one called Marduk. His father scolded him, claiming the idol's large ears symbolized wisdom. Ibrahim laughed at the absurdity. As he grew, Ibrahim began pondering the stars, the moon, the sun, wondering if these magnificent celestial bodies might be divine. But when each disappeared into the horizon, he realized that true divinity could not fade. Allah guided his heart, and he proclaimed, "I have turned my face to the one who created the heavens and the earth. and I am not among the idolaters." Ibrahim tried to guide his people, but they mocked and threatened him. One day, during a festival, he crept into the temple and smashed all the idols, except the largest one, around whose neck he hung the axe. When the people returned, they were outraged. "Who did this?" "Why not ask your big idol?" Ibrahim said. "He's holding the axe." "But idols can't speak," they replied. "Then why do you worship them?" Infuriated, they lit a massive fire and threw Ibrahim into it. But Allah commanded the flames, "Be cool and safe, O fire, for Ibrahim." And he emerged unharmed. Abdur Rehman looked into the king's eyes. "This is the power of the one true God." The king dismissed the story as mere folklore, but that night, restless and drunk, he stumbled into the temple seeking clarity. In his fury, he kicked another idol, breaking it and injuring his foot. The next day, limping, he tried to explain the accident. Abdur Rehman gently pointed at the shattered idol and said, "Look, your God couldn't even protect itself, let alone you. It caused you harm instead of good. How can you rely on it?" Still, the king was determined to prevent his daughter's marriage to Abdur Rehman. He claimed Noina was fat, unattractive, and both deaf and mute, using her supposed condition to dissuade suitors. But Abdur Rehman accepted. "Perhaps Allah has chosen me to care for someone the world has cast aside." The wedding day came. The townspeople gathered in celebration. Abdur Rehman wore simple clothes, while Princess Noina was adorned in radiant garments and exquisite jewels. When he saw her, he was stunned. She was breathtakingly beautiful, neither fat nor disabled. Overwhelmed, he fell to the ground in sujud, thanking Allah for this unexpected blessing. In the days that followed, Abdur Rehman began teaching the king and his advisors about Islam. He spoke of the life of Prophet Muhammed, peace be upon him, and recited verses of the Quran, his voice so moving that the court sat in awe. Eventually, Abdur Rehman requested to live with his wife in a modest home in the poorer part of the city. He wanted to work among the people, helping the needy, uplifting the downtrodden. The king was bewildered. "Why would you leave the palace?" Abdur Rehman smiled. "This is how our prophet, peace be upon him, lived. Soft beds and silk robes pull us away from Allah, but serving the poor, that draws us closer. Every blessing is a reminder to give thanks. Sharing what we have is part of worship. Allah loves the grateful, and there is no greater honor than to be loved by Allah."